Hello everyone, welcome back to Sydney and Starlet, and if you are new here, welcome, enjoy the videos. So today me and Sydney are going to be reading Disney The Lion King. So let's begin. It was a day of celebration in the Pride Lands. As the sun rose over the African plains, animals of every kind journeyed to the home of the mighty Lion King. Atop Pride Rock, a wise baboon named Rafiki helped a newborn lion cub for all to see. Held up a new lion cub for all to see. King Mufasa and Queen Sarabi watched proudly as their son, Simba, was presented to the animal kingdom. Down below, every animal bowed to honor the future Lion King. But one animal was not there. Scar, the king's jealous brother, had stayed in his den. Scar wanted to be the next Lion King. Mufasa was angry that his brother had skipped the ceremony, but Scar didn't seem sorry at all as he walked away. "Don't turn your back on me," Mufasa growled. "Perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me," answered Scar. Simba grew quickly. One day at sunrise, Mufasa took his son to the top of Pride Rock. "Everything the light touches in our kingdom," Mufasa explained. "One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king." "What about that shadowy place?" Simba asked him. "That is beyond our borders," Mufasa replied. He warned Simba to never go there. As father and son explored the Pride Lands, Mufasa explains that everything was connected in the great circle of life. Soon, Zazu, a loyal hornbill, reported that there were hyenas in the Pride Lands. Mufasa left to chase away the dangerous intruders. Simba thought his father was very brave and wanted to be just like him. Back at the den, Simba told his Uncle Scar about seeing the kingdom. This gave Scar an evil idea. He mentioned the shadowy place. "Only the bravest lions go there," Scar told the cub, adding, "An elephant graveyard is no place for a prince." Scar was certain the curious cub would go there to prove his bravery. Scar was right. Simba and his best friend, a girl cub named Nala, slipped off to explore the spooky elephant graveyard. They found it filled with bones and hungry hyenas. Luckily, Zazu had alerted Mufasa. The fierce Lion King saved the cubs, but he was very angry with Simba for disobeying him. After Zazu took Nala home, Mufasa told Simba, "I'm only brave when I have to be. Being brave doesn't mean you go looking for trouble." Simba was very sorry for what he had done. Mufasa looked up at the starry sky. "The great kings of the past looked down on us from those stars," he said. "Whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you. And so will I." Scar was disappointed that his evil plan had failed, but he had another one. The next day, he brought Simba to the bottom of a rocky gorge. "Your father has a marvelous surprise for you," Scar lied to the cub. It was a trap. Scar had some hyenas cause a wildebeest stampede. As the herd thundered into the gorge, Simba desperately climbed a shaking tree to escape the pounding hooves. But Simba was slipping. Scar called for Mufasa, who rushed to save Simba. Mufasa placed his son safely on a ledge, but he struggled to climb out of the gorge himself. Seeing Scar, Mufasa called to him for help. Instead of pulling him to safety, Scar pushed his brother down into the stampede. Simba didn't see what had happened. When all was quiet, the cub rushed to his father's side. "Dad, come on, you gotta get up!" he cried. But Mufasa would never rise again. Then Scar appeared. "Simba, what have you done?" he hissed. "If it weren't for you, he'd still be alive." "What should I do?" the confused cub asked. "Run away and never returned," growled Scar. Heartbroken, Simba raced away. Scar sent some hyenas after the cub, but Simba managed to escape into the desert. Simba was found far away by Timon, a meerkat, and Pumbaa, a warthog. They brought the cub to their jungle home. "Where you from?" asked Timon. "Who cares? I can't go back," Simba replied sadly. "You gotta put your past behind you," Timon told him. "No worries. Hakuna Matata." The two friends lived a carefree life, and they invited Simba to join them. Timon showed Simba some colorful bugs. Pumbaa ate one with a slurp. "Slimy but satisfying," the warthog promised. Simba eyed his next meal and then quickly swallowed the icky insect. "Slimy but satisfying," he agreed. As the days passed, the little cub grew into a big lion. Though he loved living with Timon and Pumbaa, Simba never forgot about his father or the Pride Lands. One day, Pumbaa found himself being chased by a hungry lioness. Simba came to the rescue. The two lions fought, and the lioness pinned Simba to the ground. Suddenly, Simba recognized his old friend, Nala. The two friends were happy to see each other. Nala explains that everyone thought Simba was dead. Scar and the hyenas ruled the Pride Lands now, but Scar was a terrible king who didn't respect the circle of life. The herds were gone, and there was no food or water. Nala wanted Simba to return as the rightful king, but Simba was afraid to face the past. "I'm no king," he told her. Simba didn't think he could ever go back. But that night, Rafiki visited Simba. "Your father is alive," the baboon told Simba. He pointed to the lion's reflection in the water. "He lives in you." Simba looked up at the stars and saw Mufasa in the clouds. The young lion heard echoes of his father's voice. "You must take your place in the circle of life," Mufasa told him. "You are my son and the one true king." His father's words gave Simba courage. Though he still believed he was responsible for his father's death, Simba returned to the Pride Rock. Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa stayed by his side. At Pride Rock, Scar was blaming Sarabi for the lack of food. Simba arrived and let out a roar. Scar stared. "Mufasa? It can't be! You're dead!" he exclaimed. But Sarabi recognized her son. "Simba," she said softly. "I've come to take my place as king," Simba told Scar. But Scar and the hyenas were not giving up the Pride Lands. A bolt of lightning ignited a fire below as the battle began. During the fight, Scar admitted that he was responsible for Mufasa's death, not Simba. Now Simba knew the truth. The angry lion finally sent Scar tumbling off the cliff. "Run away, Scar! Run away and never return," Simba ordered. With Scar gone, the hyenas also fled the Pride Lands. As the rain put out the fire, Simba climbed to the top of Pride Rock. He roared, taking his rightful place as king. Nala ruled by Simba's side as queen. The Pride Lands grew lush and green again. In time, Simba and Nala watched as their own tiny cub was presented on Pride Rock. The circle was turning once again. That is the end. So that is it for today, everyone. Really hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Pick out your favorite page. Keep going. Who's your favorite character?
Does.
Scar. Wow, okay. Bye-bye.
Guys,
Scar.